Oh, hello. I didn't know this thing had started yet. I'm over here reading what was on the screen. Um, okay, so I'm just talking. I was talking to myself, or just thinking, talking to me, myself, and I a bit earlier, well, a few seconds ago. So I'm like, let me just record myself talking. What was I just saying? I was talking about candies in the 80s, like back in the 80s. Um, where I grew up at, where I'm from, it was like, it was like candy was just really quote unquote given to us, not by strangers. Like we didn't take things from no strangers. It was more so people that the neighborhood adults that we knew. It was like higgle now laters, you know, now laters. That was man. And about now laters, I didn't even know the concept of now laters until like I was like in middle school when I thought it was just called now and later, now and later, now later, you know. So I realized like the whole time, like for me, my experience with now and later, like you buy a pack or whatever from the ice cream truck, from the corner store, and you would eat one. This is what I would do. I would eat one. Green would be my favorite color, but normally be like purple. But you would eat one, and banana. So well, I would eat one, and it would be hard. Like you gotta suck on it. You gotta suck on it. You get a pack of now later, open one, eat it. You gotta suck on it. Be hard. So I put the others in my pocket. Like I'll go around playing, running around, whatever. Now I want to eat some more, and then it's like getting softer. And I realized that, but I didn't realize it like until later. Like, like for me, if I eat one now, it's like hard. But if I eat them later, it's soft and chewy. And I think it says that on the pack. They probably, I don't know that they just stopped putting it on the pack or what, but I know maybe as a kid I probably was like, I ain't even really caring about whatever, what's on the pack. I'm like, but yeah, but anyways, what I got me thinking about the candy is, now, I'm not saying this is what it is, and I'm not saying this is what it's not. But I'm saying that candy in the 80s, how it was for me, what I experienced with candies, it was like quote unquote abundant in a way. And to me, I, what I know, what I feel, that was like a memory erase. Like, oh, like that trauma. Because I do know, this is me. This is what I know. That from like 1978 to 1988, like anybody born in them times, like we experienced some kind of trauma. Like everybody experienced trauma. But I'm just saying more so in that 10 year, 78, 88, it was like sexual trauma, mental trauma, physical trauma, psychological trauma. Like we was like purposely, like we was being tested on. 1978 to 1988, we was like an experimental, like we like monitored, like it's like even still now, if you born, if you was born, in between the years, it's like you're being watched. You're special. Like people got their eyes on you. People got their eyes on you, and especially if you're born. I don't know what. Oh yeah, I do know why I'm whispering or like trying to talk low. Just no school today. Maryland, and my daughter, she's here, and she's diagnosed hyperactive and autism, but she's in the room with her dad watching TV. But I know she hear me talking. She gonna want to come out and like investigate. So I'm like, but it should be a good enough volume. Hopefully, it should be good enough volume. But anyway, this is for me anyway. but yeah, it's like so. Like I said, I'm just talking. I'm talking to myself. You know, drinking coffee, looking out the window at the snow coming down. The snow is coming down. I knew it was. I knew it was going to snow. Like when I say, I'm gonna say before it snowed, like we had like a little sprinkle, like where I'm at, where I'm located at in Maryland. We had like a little test run, maybe like a week ago, and then it wasn't that much snow. It wasn't that much snow. Oh, now the refrigerator want to quiet down. They're like, let's hear what she has to say. Yeah, it was like it wasn't that much snow, but even that was like a week ago. So and it lasted I don't know a couple of hours. It was like a light dust. Whatever. It snowed, but it wasn't like hey. Now it's like they canceled school and whatever, and the snow is still coming down. Talking about I think 6 to 12 inches, I believe. But what was I getting at? The first snow. Oh yeah, I knew it was going to snow. Like before that first snow happened, like a week before that, for like uh, uh, 4 or 5 days straight. When I say my bones was hurting, my back was hurting, and it more so happened when I would like bend over to get something or reach down. Like if I'm got getting the trash bag ready, if I'm sweeping, if I gotta pick up a chair. It was like more so when I like bend over some. It was just like like my bones. I just felt them like and getting cold. It was like that bone chill. Ooh yeah. And I'm just like, oh, it's the snow coming, something going on. So I'm like, why my bones feel cold like when I bend over picking that stuff. So I'm like, yeah, the snow is a coming. And then um, and like a couple of days, like a week later, so I don't know. Right after that, that's when we had like that light dust. But even then, I was like, that's it. I'm like, I know my bones wasn't hurting, wasn't feeling that chill, getting all cool for this. So I'm like, nah, something else. And even this, like what's happening now, this is, I don't even, this is not even it. Like, this, hmm, is we are due for a blizzard. We are due for that storm. But yes, we are. But let me get back to the 80s candies and the experimental thing. Yeah, from like 1988, I mean 1978 to 1988, like that time period, that time frame, if you was born in between that time frame, you are being watched. And it's not in a bad way, and it's not in a good way. Because I know some people like, oh my goodness, why are they watching me for? Like everything is being watched, regardless. Like everything is being watched, but I do. I would hope there's some privacy, like in the bathrooms and stuff like that. But far as just outside of the bathrooms, like your home bathroom, I'm gonna say, your home bathroom. But outside of all of that, like you being watched now, like people be like, if these walls could talk, I'm telling y'all, they're gonna be talking. These walls, like, what they be like, good bones. Is that the structure? They like got some good bones when you're talking about a home. That's like a show on I want to say HGTV. It might be another network, but my bad. But it's good bones. Like that's when like the bone structure, the foundation is still good. The foundation that's been there since this was made. It's like good bones. So these buildings just keep getting makeovers and or like remodeled but still have like that same foundation from the start, it's like these the wall's going to be talking, the bones going to be talking, like the bones going to be talking. So I had some pig feet the other day, and it was good. I had some pig feet the other day. It was good. I ate the whole pack to myself because I'm like the only one in here that eats pig feet. So I wasn't tripping about that. You know, I'm like, shoot, I eat it. I ain't gonna offer y'all none. Like, this is for me. But anyways, so I actually took a picture of the bones, and I actually posted it. It's on my community because I'm just like, okay, bone readers, you know, what does this say? What do you see? What do these bones are saying to you? But yeah, but what was I saying? Something about, okay, the bones, the good structure, walls gonna be talking, the wood, the paint, like everything's being washed. Like this isn't something new. Like I mean, I'm quite sure everybody know like everything is being watched. Nothing's really secretive anymore. Like nothing, yeah, nothing is really secretive. And then people, duh, cause nothing is secretive. Cause don't y'all know, you know how we be saying, or Christians be saying, like every was how they say what's done in the dark come to the light, and that y- it's only between you and God. Like God knows what you see. God knows what you done. So I'm like everything is being watched. So whatever you doing is already being watched. Especially if you say, "Hey, God sees you. God is watching over you always." So everything is being watched and recorded. Let me add that. It's being recorded. That's how people, we know when you come up and then it's that time and you be like, all right, let me replay some stuff. And you can actually, man, it's like, what? Like, yeah. It's like, do you choose to go back during this time that I'm showing you? Do you want to go back further? Because I have another checkpoint, or I have another area you can go to. You can choose to go to. But, man. Okay, about the candies. Oh, yeah, and I'm thinking about like Pee Wee Herman. If y'all in the 80s, I forgot what year it was, but Pee Wee Herman had, it was Pee Wee's Playhouse. And I used to watch that show, you know, when I was a kid. And like I said, it's like imagination. It's like they show all of this when we children, when we toddlers, when we going to school. Use your imagination, and they put movies on and TV shows on with like on the screen the things is talking. I'm getting the Pee Wee's Playhouse because like his chair was talking, the walls, the mailbox, the windows, his couch, his refrigerator, like all that was talking, and that was like normal. And he was like a human. And he was talking to his living room. You know, his living room was talking to him. Like they was making jokes and laughing. And the word of the day, ah, you know. And then they threw in another human, the mail carrier. So it was just like, hey, and that's what man like every things is living, things is being heard and watched. Your stove, your oven, your microwave, your coffee pot, like every, like imagine just them talking. Beauty and the Beast, the coffee pot was talking, the teacups, you know, your oven, your refrigerator would start talking, your cabinets. You'd be like, what in the. But then when you were a kid, you was thinking like, okay, well, why not? Like that can happen. Like it's happening on Pee Wee Herman, and you know, and it seemed funny and cool, and you know, like hey, It can happen outside of here too. So that was that for me. That was like became like possibilities. Like why not? Like if it can happen there, it's somebody's imagination, you know, and good imaginations, you know, not no evil ones, but the ones that are fun. Like yeah, but yeah, that candy. Like I'm all over the place, but that candy or whatever, it's like in the 80s. And I do what I know that is some kind of was a drug or get like putting something in the candies. The manufacturers from the main candies back between, I mean, the 70s, the 80s, whatever, you know, the 90s even, I don't know, but I know that 80s era with the candy, anything that was like made like during that time, they probably put that on the streets ASAP and was like, yeah, get these to these kids now. Like we put something up in this candy to have them like suppress or forget their memories because we doing tests on them, like, you know, toys, like just different things. Man, the vaccine, I mean, like all of that. I mean, like even people can say that now, oh, you know, everything is doing an experiment. The children born in the 2000s and now, you know, the pandemic it is. They experiment, yes. They, I mean, it's yeah, it's, we all, everything is an experiment. Everything is an experience. But I'm telling you, the main experience, the main story, the main focus that's going to cater, or the main one, I guess, I don't know how to say it. I guess it's between 1978 and 1988. People that are born in that year span are the most magical, powerful, I mean, like VIPs. Like it's something about us. And the ones of us that are born in the 1982, who was born in 1982. Uh-oh. That's 1010. That's 1010. And then, you know, all the other years, y'all add y'all numbers up, it could be significant. But nowadays, 1010, that's like 1010. It's like, um, 1010. Togetherness, completion, happiness, fulfillment. So 1982's, hmm. And then on top of that, like I'm 1982, you know, and I graduated from high school in double O in 2000. So actually, that's like three O's. That's triple O's. You know. So, but I mainly be saying double O. So you know that 20, that O. You know, I ain't forget about you. You know, you still there. You know. But then double O's, because you know you in high school, you just say like your last two anyway. So I mean, I'm like, I mean, how many, like, it's like the beginning and the end, like 00, you know, like what the 00? Oh, it's another zero over there, you know. It's that triple. Got them doubles and that triple. But anyways, yeah. What else was I talking about? Got them doubles and the triples. Um. Oh yeah, and then in 1980s, that was like me growing up. This is what I experienced, witnessed with my own eyes. So me, like growing up and the 1980s, Prince George's County, Maryland. It was like, man, I know that was that crack era, that what, that Nino Brown, and that was that year, that 80s. That was that dope. That like dope can be in so many ways, like dope and dope, like yeah. But yeah, hmm like I said, they were trying to get the kids, us kids, all drugged up on something that was up in them candies that they was giving us, and then they were trying to have our parents on some other kind of candy, you know. So I'm just, so that whole, yeah, like even that, it was just, man, the 80s. uh, mm, them 80s, man, I know we experienced some stuff. I know we did. And even that, I was just thinking like how we like, well, I seen somebody online say this, and I was just like, yeah, that is us. Somebody was like, I just basically about pregnancy. Basically, like now, the people, us, the 80s babies, it's like we at an age where we can still have children of our own, like give birth, but our children that we done already had, they grown now, and then they able to give, you know, have children of their own. So it's like you can be pregnant the same time as your child. Like your youngest child can be nowadays your oldest, their child. It's like, oh yeah, that's your little daughter. Oh no, that ain't my daughter, that was my sister. Oh what? Or vice versa. Or your daughter, she cute, yada yada yada. Name my daughter, that's my little sister. It's like what? It's like, yeah, man, I'm 25. Yeah, I got a younger sister. It's like what? But that is true though. I'm like, shoot. Man, this whole world would know. This whole world would feel it. I'm just saying, when that next one happened to me, cause I'm like, mm, man, I got some stories. I got some stories. I don't feel like thinking about that right now, cause who knows? I might talk about it. I don't know. I ain't even got something to talk about the 80s. Um, I know the school that I went to, elementary school, Bradbury Heights. Man, I know that school had tunnels. I know that school had tunnels. Currently, do I remember going through any tunnels? No. I remember going through like hallways, like these long ass hallways that's like, I mean, the door, man, I can't, it's like, I don't know, maybe because I was a little kid, so everything looked bigger to me. Could be, but I know from my view, I remember just like hallways. You turn one corner, and it's another like hallway. It was like a freaking maze. So I don't remember no like tunnels. I remember like hallways that does have doors. Like spaced apart door. To them, so it wasn't like a path. It was just like it had doors. And mainly they was all closed, but yeah. Well, but man, that's cool. What? Okay, let me think of some stuff that happened to me in the 80s. Let me see my daughter see me. Okay, good. I didn't acknowledge her. No eye contact. She kept moving. Alright, so, yeah, I remember my glowworm. Oh my god, my Teddy Ruxpin. Well, no, my Teddy Ruxpin, he came a little later. Teddy Ruxpin came later. But my glowworm was one of my favorites. My Rainbow Bright stuffed animal doll. Um, I remember my glowworm. I remember that. But anyways, yeah. In school, Bradbury Heights, the school that I went to, oh my goodness, that school, so memories. My kindergarten teacher and my sixth grade teacher, Miss Marshall and Mr. Duncan. And those, man, those my teachers in, I mean, it's like just thinking about them, like I'm just like smiling. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, man. But anyways, if y'all out there, Miss Marshall, Mr. Duncan from Bradbury Heights Elementary School in Prince George's County, Maryland. This is back in the 80s. Mr. Duncan, when I was in the sixth grade, so I was like 11 or 12 years old, when he was my teacher. Now, I'm not quite sure how old he was, but he wasn't no young man. He was like an older, grandpa-ish, man. He might even say he fought in a war. I think he was like military, retired military personnel. Anyway, like something. But he was like a older, tall man. Shoot, kind of. Oh no, why Biden came in my mind. Like he ain't look like that though. He was young. He was movable. He I mean, I ain't gonna say young movable. I'm like he wasn't like, alright, I need a cane or just walking slow. Okay, kids, write this on the board. No, he was like older man, but still functioning. Still remember what he said. Still have, like yeah, he was cool. He was. Oh my goodness. The Christmas gift is coming up in my mind. Oh my goodness, that Christmas gift in sixth grade, Miss Duncan's class. We had Secret Santa. So we all had to, write our name on a sheet of paper, the classroom, and yeah, so all of our classmates, well, my classmates, all of us had to write our name on a sheet of paper and put it in a box and stand in line, come up to the box and just pick a name out the box. Somebody would shake it after everybody, go in one time, pick a paper out, then shake the box, and then, somebody else would come, whatever. Or the bag. I don't know, was it a bag or a box, but whatever. So, and that's how you would know who to give a gift to. You know, you that person Secret Santa. So whatever name you pick, that's the person who you give the gift to. You know. So my turn to, pick a name, so pick a name, got the paper, the paper is folded. So got the name or the paper and walked back to my desk, and I'm like open it up secretly because you really don't supposed to tell people who you pick, because somebody going to tell them, oh, such and such got you, or such and such. But of course we all do it. We all say, oh, such and such got this person. Oh, who you got? I got, oh yeah, you want to switch? No, no, like whatever. So, but so I open it up all secretly, like down. And then why I open it up and it's my name. I'm like, what? So now I'm like, I gotta, I raise my hand, and people still going up selecting, their papers. So Miss Duncan was like, yes, Demitra. I'm like, I picked myself. And he was like, oh, okay, come back up here and push your name in the bag again. So mind you, everybody else already knew that whoever is not in line, because probably by this time it was like the last round of us, that had to get a name out the bag or out the box, whatever it was. So now I'm like, okay, whoever is standing up last will be somebody that's going to pick me. And say it's like six kids left. So I'm like, no, just say it's like eight kids left. And I'm like, okay, out of them eight, one of y'all going to pick me. Put my name in, you know, shook up the box or whatever, shook it. And then I picked the paper here. I don't know. Somehow, but I know I picked my name again. Set back down. Set back down. And then I picked my name again. So then, yeah, I think I was probably like the last name in a box. I don't know, something. But I picked my name again. And I'm like, how in the world I pick my name again? Or I was like the last paper in the box. Like I was the last person to go. So whoever, whatever. My name being the last one in the bag. And so I was like, how do I pick myself? So I started thinking like real quick to myself, of course. I was just like, should I even say anything else? Because I don't want to raise my hand, or I don't want to go up tell Miss Duncan, or it's just like everybody already got their people, they person. So it's like if I switch with somebody, they're gonna know who I have. So it's like, you know, like I want to participate, but I'm not. I ain't pressed to participate. Like if I don't get a gift, hey, I got myself. So, but I was like, no, I want to participate, because everybody all happy, like, oh yeah, you know, just decided to get a gift, and I'm looking at everybody, and everybody like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's like, who you got? I was like, I got myself. My person next to me, you got yourself again? Like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, let me go tell Mr. Duncan. So, excuse me, So, I end up telling Mr. Duncan, the whole class heard. Mr. Duncan was like, you got People was like, people was laughing, like, why is she picking herself? I'm like, hey, I'm not like, it's not like I'm like, hey, I want myself, I mean, myself is coming to me. So it was like, Mr. Duncan was like, okay, well, I'll be your secret Santa, and you can be mine. He was like, of course, it ain't secret because you know that you give me a gift, and I'm giving you a gift. I'm like, okay, cool. So that's what it was. Oh yeah, and on our paper, what we had to write our name on the paper. Then we had to write three things that we would like the person to get, for us, so they won't be like guessing and like, hey, you don't know what to get. So you supposed to write your name on the paper, and then gifts, three gifts that you would want, you know. So the person can pick between them three gifts or whatever. So on my paper, I don't even know what I wrote, but I know on one I don't know the other two things that I had on my paper. Can't remember them at this moment. But I know one thing that I wrote on my paper was a box of, no, I said a pack. What I you said a box or a pack of them Cheez-Its crackers that Mr. Duncan be having. You know, it was like them Cheez-Its. It comes with the red stick, so it's like cheese and crackers. You do cheese on one side of the pack in a container, and then you got the like the rich buttery crackers on the other side, and it come with the red stick. Yeah, red stick. Now, they don't come with red sticks, because it was like choke and hazardous and stuff like that. Which kids nowadays, but back then we knew what to do with the stick. You don't eat it. Yeah, like some kids be playing with it, sucking it in their mouth. I think I done that a couple of times, and then that was it. Whatever. Stop. Didn't do it. Whatever. But anyways, I was like, a pack of that, cheese and cracker things. So yeah, I'm trying to think. But anyways, I know that's what Mrs. Duncan had gifted me. A box of he'd be like, yeah, I go to Sam's Club and get box of cheese. He used to sell it to us for 25 cents during snack time. Like, 25 cents. But yeah, but he gave me that, and so I had a box of cheese and crackers. Oh my goodness, that was my gift. Oh my goodness, the gift that I gave him. Like, okay, mind you, my mom, she's the type that's like, I don't have no money to get nobody no gifts and this and that. I'm like, Mom, be doing Secret Santa. Well, why did you sign up for Secret Santa and this and that? I'm like, the minimum. I was like, the maximum is like $5. Like, Mom, give me like $5. We can go to the dollar store. I can give him something from the dollar store. Like, I'm telling her that, I have, my teacher. I guess she ain't care. So I'm just like, I need to get this guy a gift. Like, what the world? Like, I don't have no money. My mother ain't trying to give me nothing. So I'm like, so time to exchange the gifts. It was like, I don't know, we had probably like 3 days left in school. And then he was like, okay, we can start exchanging the gifts and yada yada yada. So a lot of people bringing gifts on the day that you're supposed to. And the rule was you cannot get your gift until you give whoever your secret, whoever your person was, their gift. So it was like, even if somebody had your name, and then they gave you your gift, you couldn't. It has to stay at school because you didn't give your Secret Santa person their gift. Like you didn't bring it in yet. Like that kind of thing. If that makes sense. So some people bring a gift the first day, some people bring it the second day, the third day was like the last day. So I'm like, all right, I need to like get this man a gift because Mr. Duncan was like, Demitra, I have your gift. Did you give me? I'm like, yeah, I left it at home. I thought I had it in my backpack. I left it. He was like, oh, okay, well, make sure just bring it tomorrow. It's fine. I'm like, okay. Next day came, I said the same thing. I'm just like, oh, So I'm just like, I need to get something. So I'm like, I don't know what to give this man. So I'm just like searching around and like in their apartment, my mother's home. So I'm just like, my mother had these like water globes. Was it the water globe that I gave him, or was it like the triangle? I can't remember what I gave. I think it was like a snow globe kind of a thing. Was it just a? It was something that my mother would keep like for decoration, like one of them quote unquote art pieces, like but like a small little I can't even explain it, like trinket. Not even a trinket, it's bigger than a trinket. It's like little things like you go in people's houses that got like little different things on shelves and stuff like that. So like a garnish. So so she had this thing, like statue or pyramid or something, snow globe that she would have. So she had it for years, you know. But I'm just like, I'm gonna just wrap this up because we had Christmas paper. My mother had plenty of Christmas paper, so I was like, I'm just wrap this up, and you know, it's small. It wasn't nothing big or whatever, like heavy or big. so, so I showed up, took it to school, and then I gave it to him, and he was just like, "Oh, okay." Like, I mean, he it was nice looking. So then I know in his head, he probably was like, he probably. She, oh my goodness. It's like this is probably something that came from her house. But I doubt if he thought of, oh, she took it without her mother knowing. I mean, who knows? He probably did think that because he probably was like, why would, you know, her mom give me this is like a little nice, you know, something, you know, but okay. I mean, I don't know. But I know he came to me. He was just like later on, he was like, Demitra. And I'm like, And then that whole time too, I was like nervous because I'm just like, is he going to call my mom? You know, like, and do he know like I didn't get it from the store? You know, like oh, man, I was just like nervous to even give it to him. Like, you know, I was just like, I have to give him something. But he came to me a little later on. Was like, Demetra. I was like, He was like, that's a nice gift. I was like, thank you. And he was like, yeah, where did you get it from? I was like, well, my mom, she gave it to me. That I think that's probably what I said. Like, my mom gave it to me. He was like, oh, okay. Well, tell you and your mom thank you. I'm like, just like what? And then it was just like, and then he gave me my gift at the end of the day. Like he was like, well, I gave you a gift at the end of the day. I'm like, okay. And there was a box of the cheese and crackers. Man, I'm dating on cheese and crackers. What else? What else happening? Never in school. And the computer teacher, Mrs. Moore, Moore, Mrs. Moore. She um she was a computer lab teacher. And why they put us in a room with no freaking windows? I don't think that computer lab had no windows. I think it was like a straight freaking room. Yeah, it didn't have no windows. Because in order to get some day on circulation, she would have to open her door. But anyways, one time in that computer room, you know, everybody wanted to get the Oregon Trail. We had the floppy disks and whatever. So we had other games to play and stuff like that for computer time. But I remember one time I walked inside that room and sat at the computer or whatever, and then like within less than a minute or two a minute, my nose started bleeding. Oh, here come my daughter. I see you. Can I help you? What would you like? Where your water?
Water. It is a water.
Where your water?
Your water. Your water.
Is in a room.
No.
You want a snack?
Yes.
Okay, what snack would you like? We have, back up, we have some muffins, party muffins, some Teddy Grahams, some goldfish, some chocolate cookies, some Cheetos, and oatmeal pie. Which one would Eleanor like?
Um. Chocolate.
Chocolate cookies. Okay.
Wow.
Can you stand up? Thank you.
Well,
Okay, let's get Eleanor chocolate cookies.
thank you.
Get two.
One, two. See better.
Yeah, it do look like a cheeseburger. They stuck together.
One see better.
One cheeseburger, please.
No, I want to see better.
Okay, that's Eleanor's cheeseburger. Here you go, cheeseburger, Eleanor.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy your cheeseburger. I made some bread pudding that I just took out the oven not too long ago. Hmm. Probably have to heat up this coffee again. But yeah. I guess that's about it. Yeah. Well, I guess until I have, most likely I'm gonna have a lot of more stuff that I'm gonna be thinking about because I always do. I just don't be like, oh, let me press record just to do it. But whatever. But okay, yeah. So, so I'm gonna end it right there. Basically, whoever come across this video, I don't know if you took something from it or not, but whatever. Hey, um, oh yeah, fire subscribing. Do not subscribe to my channel if you do not plan on watching any of my videos. Only, only subscribe to my channel if you plan on watching my videos. If you plan on watching my videos or have already done so, watch videos, my shorts and everything. Well, okay, cool. You can subscribe if you want to. But don't subscribe if this is the only video you plan on watching, or if you ain't even watched this video. I guess you ain't gonna hear this message. But y'all get it. Just don't subscribe if you do not plan on watching my videos. All right, that's about it.